Welcome to the 3 for 3 Meet the Candidate series presented by the Miami Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. The 3 for 3 series is being brought to you by our Social Action Committee. This committee works under the auspice of our organization's political awareness and involvement programmatic thrust and is charged with providing programs and activities that foster, among other things, voter registration and voter education. It is imperative to mention that the members of the Miami Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority are not and will not endorse or promote any candidate. To that end, we invite you to watch the 3 for 3 Meet the Candidate series. This series will offer you an opportunity to preview several candidates running for office in Miami-Dade County. In an effort of providing a level and inclusive playing field, we invited all of the qualified candidates running for Miami-Dade County Board of County Commissioners, Miami-Dade Circuit and County Judges, and the Miami-Dade School Board during this 2020 primary election. Note that some of the candidates did not respond to our invitation. Candidates within the same group were asked the same 3 questions where they were given a maximum of 3 minutes to answer. We hope that you enjoy our program. Remember to register to vote and to vote by mail for your safety. Now, let's meet the candidate.
Thank you, Regina. Today we have Michael Rosenberg, who's running for County Commission in District 7 with us. Thank you for joining us today.
Congratulations on being 107 years old.
And I don't look a day over 100, right?
You don't, nope.
Well, you know the drill. Today we're going to ask you 3 questions and you'll have 3 minutes to answer each question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Who are you as a candidate and what are your priorities?
For the last 12 years, I have been a community activist. And I used to think that really didn't mean anything till I saw what it could mean. And so many people just stay at home and complain about different things that they've seen. So in 2008, I had a high water bill. I battled the county for 4 years to prove that the meters are not always perfect. It was a long, long battle with all the forces against me. And finally, I proved it, that the meters are not perfect. It's a long story. But at the end of the day, millions of people have saved, thousands of people have saved millions of dollars because they now have something to do when there's a leak. So I felt good about that. And the county didn't like it. They liked getting the money, but people needed help. After that, in 2012, I started the Pets Trust. That was to stem the overpopulation of our animals, where we were killing 20,000 healthy animals a year for 30 years or 40 years, and it was never ending, costing us millions of dollars to kill them. And so I educated the community. I actually lived in an animal cage for 3 days and educated the community about the need to do this. And 500,000 people said yes. 65% of the community said yes, we'll raise our taxes to invest in our animals. After that, I became the president of the Kendall Federation of Homeowner Associations. And they've been around 42 years. They're like the head of the associations in Kendall. And we're the political arm. We do resolutions, we put on programs for the community. I've been doing that for 8 years. And during that time, I've gone to the nuclear plant, the recycling facility, the sanitation facility, riding around with police officers, riding around with paramedics to see the problems that are out there. And so I've acted on a lot of those problems and made countless presentations to the commission. And then I'm to a point now and an age now where this is it. Now you either go the big step or you keep doing it like I'm doing it. And the problem doing it like I'm doing it is I need help from the commissioners. And that's not easy to get. I have a hard time discussing these things with commissioners. It's hard. If you ever try to talk to some, it's very difficult. So I'm going to be there. My phone's always going to be there. My availability is always going to be there. I put my phone everywhere, even now. I get calls all over the place. So the moral of the story is I'm doing this because at that level of being a commissioner, I can help a lot more people.
How will you work to achieve social equality and equity in Miami-Dade County?
Well, you know, I have a plan called the Liberty Trust. And I tried to present this in 2015 or 2016. And it was based on the Children's Trust and the Pets Trust. And basically what it is you create a plan for solving the problems that you just mentioned. I don't have the answers for them. When I started the Pets Trust, I didn't even know what a rescue group was. I saw the problem. And then I went out into the community looking for experts, apparently like yourself, because again, I'm reading the 5 goals that you have are educational development, economic development, international awareness, political awareness, and physical and mental health awareness. Well, that's kind of what the Liberty Trust will be, is reaching out to find the programs that are needed and then how much they cost. You have to figure out how much they cost. And then from that point on, you educate the community. And then it goes to a vote, and the people vote to invest in the community if they want to do that or not. And for a lot of people in Pinecrest and Kendall and Coral Gables and Key Biscayne, people can see that things are not right, but they don't exactly know how to help. So do you just go do a food driver or something, or hire somebody? And if everybody can contribute through their property taxes, and if they vote to do this, then a nice, large, dedicated source of funding would be there to fund those programs that have been defined by people like Delta Sigma Theta. Exactly. I mean, you have many answers yourself. So I would like to bring to you a way to fund those answers in a greater way than you've ever done it before. That's what the Liberty Trust would be. And from the day I'm elected to the day I'm done, that's what I would fight to have happen and have the people vote on it.
Okay. That sounds good. Last question. Why should we vote for you?
I said again, I didn't hear that one.
Why should we vote for you?
Because I have never had an elected office. There's articles, there's columnists, there's journalists. Where are the new people? Where's the ones that are never run? Why is it the same one running for another office and running for a different office? And if I lose that office, I go to that office, and if I run that office, I go to that office. This is one shot for me. I am going for Miami-Dade County Commission. If I lose, that's the end. I'm at the age now, I'm not going to run for president. That's it. So I'm going to fight like crazy to get elected to this position. And if I get this, you will see an openness and a transparency that truly define what those words are. Lobbyists, they're not going to be my friends because they pay to play. I'm not involved in that. I'm only about what's the issue, how can I help you solve it, let's work on solving it, getting my hands out there in the field and touching the problem. And I believe that if I get 4 years, great. If I get 8 years, that's it. I'm not going to be 76 and run for another office. So I want to get in. I've done as much as I can do in these last 12 years as just being a regular person. So if I can get to the higher position, I can do a lot much more, and you will see something you've never seen. I in the 12 years I've been doing this, I don't brag about myself and say I did this. Now I kind of have to. I mean, you ask me why you should vote for me. I can't tell you, I can't give you reasons because I'm too shy. I'd be very good at this job. The people that know me know that I'm an endless question asker. People that don't like me, which is not very many, it's because I ask too many questions. And I want to understand all sides before I make a decision. I believe that people's votes, I would like to have referendums on a lot of things. I believe that the voice of the people is far more important than what I think. So when people ask me, for example, about incorporation, how do you think? How do I think is let the community decide and then let them put it together. So I believe, just like Liberty Trust, let the community decide. Do you want to help? Do you want to reach out? So I'm a strong believer in letting people become active and make the decisions. And if you had referendums, more people would be involved in voting because it's exciting. I mean, if you had a question, do you want to paint the building red or blue? Wow, let's go vote for that. So that's a simplistic way of saying it, but you get my point. If there's referendums to vote on, that would be something that I would do. And I think that you would experience a type of elected official that you haven't seen in a long time.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure talking to you.